We've got Beethoven 1 and the Triple Concerto and the Coriolan Overture. The Coriolan Overture is his greatest dramatic C minor. This general goes off to war and loses, ends up dying. It's incredibly dramatic, heartbreaking stuff. And finishing famously with these heartbreaking pizzicati in the strings. Beethoven's first attempt at the symphony, bingo, it's a winner. It's in C major. It's bubbles galore. It's incredibly alive. It's like almost more like Haydn than Mozart. It sounds easy, as though it just flowed out of him, but it's got this colossal nature to it. And one wouldn't have been surprised if Beethoven had written the Eroica as his first symphony, or something like this. But no, he actually, it's almost like he was just testing the waters, and he writes with great joie de vivre. It's always refreshing to play it. And then the Triple Concerto, what an interesting experiment in texture. It always leaves me a bit puzzled, because it's essentially a cello concerto with piano accompaniment and violin commentating, with incredible giocoso, almost operatic, orchestral, Rossini-esque characters coming through. So those three works show Beethoven doing totally different things. It's not just Beethoven, it's a brand new work by Jonny Greenwood, which is causing a lot of excitement amongst the musicians, because he was here working with the orchestra last year, 2012. So Jonny Greenwood is very well known in the avant-garde and rock and roll world as one of the lead guitarists and sound designers, I should point out, in Radiohead. And he's really building a great reputation as well as a film composer. I like the way he's able to balance extreme intensity and a wonderful fluidity, which is a real gift. It was really good watching him react to being in the middle of an orchestra, because he kept on saying, oh, it's so different to being in a rock band, because as soon as you put notes in front of classical musicians, we bring the music to life. Whereas I suppose working with a rock band from scratch, you're really just doing it all sonically. And so I think that was quite a buzz for him. Well, so I wrote to him and I said, Johnny, last time you were on a program against Brahms 1 and my favourite all-time symphony, the Unfinished of Sudbin. How do you feel about being up against Beethoven? He wrote back and said, well, sure, whatever. We're all up against Beethoven.